listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson, episode 125. Hey there, you're listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast. My name is Angela Henderson, and on this show, we talk about improving your business, life, or both by having amazing and rich conversations with brilliant guests who will inspire you and who will give you tips and tricks to help you grow both in life and in business. Well, hey there, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Ange, from Angela Henderson Consulting, where I'm an international award-winning business consultant and coach who has helped thousands of amazing women business owners to get all the pieces in place to have consistent 5-figure months and then on to 6- and 7-figure years without burning out in the process. Today, I'm super excited to speak with you about what is a business mastermind. Why do you need it? And what is all the fuss about? Over, let's just say, gosh, I'm getting old, almost a decade I've been in business now. And I've heard this quote that I'm about to tell you many times. I'm sure many of you have probably also heard it. The quote that I'm referring to is, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Let's just repeat that. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You see, the quality of the people you surround yourself with will have a profound, and I mean absolutely profound effect on your thinking, your business, and collectively your life in general. Let's just, for shits and giggles, do a little exercise. If I asked you to write down, or if you're driving, please don't write down, just think in your head about the 5 people that you hang out with most on a daily basis, monthly basis, just whatever. Can you hand on your heart say that these individuals are moving you forward in your life and forward in your business? Do they get you? Do they lift you up? Do they understand what it's like to be in business? Now, if you're 100% being honest with yourself, I would say that you're probably going to say no to most of this. Just like I did myself, because trust me, I get this shit. In fact, it was freaking a reality check that I'd never had before when I realized that I had to make some big changes because I was stuck. Because you see, the average of the 5 people that I was hanging out with were, let's just say, toxic. Really toxic. I mean, besides Finley, Chloe, and the hubby, but, the others, man, it was bad. It was really bad. And I knew I had to change something. I was already going to local meetups. I was going to conferences here in Australia, trying to really connect with new people, vibrant people who are going to get me. And it was when I was at a conference, Pro Blogger, by a friend of mine, Darren Rouse, a few years ago, that I was told about this mastermind concept, and that there's a guy over in the Philippines, in Cebu, Philippines to be exact, by the name of Chris Tucker, who's going to be running one in March the following year. So curiosity got the best of me, and I looked up this mastermind. Like at that stage, I didn't even know what the hell a mastermind was. And let's just say, after reading the description of what was about to take place in Cebu, I only had one word to say: magical. It sounded absolutely magical. 5 days hanging out with 50 other amazing entrepreneurs and getting taught and guided by 9 of the top world's entrepreneurs. I was like, holy shit, Batman, this is absolutely epic. This is absolutely magical. And I knew I needed this. Every bone in my body knew I needed this. Because you see, one of the hard parts of being an entrepreneur, small business owner, whatever you want to call it, is the weight of being the key decision maker. Every decision of every single day, depending on us. Figuring out how to optimize your time, to stay accountable, and make everything work without losing your mind, let's just say, is a challenge. It's a challenge for some of you right now, just as it was a challenge for me back when I first heard about this whole magical world of masterminds. And again, I don't say this lightly, but not having people to talk to and bounce ideas around with can be one of the hardest parts of having your own business. The loneliness of being an entrepreneur is real. So as I said earlier, I knew I needed this. But here was the catch: the cost. I didn't have an extra $13,000 sitting around in my bank account to throw at this mastermind. That's right, $13,000. I'd never spent that much on one of my own family vacations, let alone go and spend it on a mastermind. Yes, I had invested in, conferences here that might have been like $200 or $300 or, little bits and bobs, but $13,000. Holy shit. Again, Batman, what was I going to do? Because like I said, there was this physiological feeling that had come over my body when I was reading what this was going to take place in the Philippines. And like I said before, I knew I needed it. So you probably know what I'm about to say. I said, fuck it. I backed myself. I backed the event. One thing though is I didn't have all the cash up front. So I actually reached out to Chris and his wife and asked if he'd be willing to allow me payment plans. And he said yes. And I will forever be grateful for that. And from there, I worked my ass off to come up with the monthly payments. And I can honestly say it was the best and most pivotal changing decision I'd ever made in my business. And I'll share with you the benefits of this shortly. From this experience back in March 2016, I've been to the Maldives twice this year and last year for a week-long mastermind on a, super yacht. It was pretty amazing. I was also in another 12-month mastermind with a US-based entrepreneur. Again, pretty amazing. And it's through these masterminds that have changed and continue to change me and move me bigger and bigger in my business. There's no more playing small, because that, my friends, is not an option. So in today's episode, I want to chat with you about the power of joining a mastermind, explain to you exactly what is a mastermind, what are the benefits of a mastermind, how does a mastermind actually work, and how you can find a business mastermind to join today. But before we hop straight into this amazing episode, I'd like to remind you that if you do enjoy this episode, I would love for you to share your key takeaway, a fun fact, or anything you'd love to share about the podcast over on your Instagram stories. And by tagging me with the @ Angela Henderson Consulting, I would absolutely love it. It would put a smile on my face. Now, let's get into this awesome episode. Success in business relies on us being able to lead ourselves and become the leader of our business. In order to do that, we need to master being more focused and stop the entrepreneurial ADD activities that plague many business owners, and to channel our ideas and turn them into action. Because after all, action is the key to success. Let me repeat that. Action is the key to success. Now, enter the concept of a business mastermind. The concept of business mastermind groups was first presented by Napoleon Hill, actually. And, most of you might be thinking, oh, well, that must be quite recently. But actually, this happened in 1937 in his book, Assume and Grow Rich. He described mastermind as a group of at least two individuals who come together with a goal of resolving troubles. To take it a bit further, mastermind groups offer a combination of brainstorming, education, peer accountability, and support in group settings to sharpen your business and personal skills. A mastermind helps you and your mastermind group members achieve success, rich success. Members challenge each other to set strong goals and, more importantly, again, to take action and accomplish them. Mastermind group facilitators start and run the groups. They help the group to dive deeply into discussions and work with members to create success as each member defines it. That is really, really important, because a mastermind is still about, even though you're coming together as a group collectively, meeting individual needs. Masterminds, my friends, as I've said before, is where the magic happens. As I said earlier, I've been in 4 masterminds since 2016, and each of them have helped me in so many ways that I could talk for hours and hours and hours about the benefits of joining a business mastermind. But I'm going to restrict myself to the top 5 benefits you'll see when joining a business mastermind. So here we go. Benefit number 1, you will grow your business more quickly. You see, when you are in a business mastermind, you're likely to grow your business more quickly than otherwise. Being part of a team of like-minded people sharing experience and resources is beyond powerful. You effectively get access to a collective mind of knowledge, of experience, of wisdom, and of much larger business networks than what you already currently have. And ultimately, you have no choice but for your business to grow. Benefit number 2 when joining a business mastermind is the focus and clarity. I don't know about you, but focus and clarity are two key components that are needed in order to grow a sustainable and profitable business. But yet so many, did I say that again? So many business owners lack the focus and clarity they need. Some of you may be shaking your head in agreement with this. I mean, hey, who hasn't heard of shiny object syndrome? Anyone? Raise your hands. Again, if you're driving, don't raise your hands. You can shake your head, but you know what I mean. Well, a business mastermind ensures you don't get stuck with that whole shiny object syndrome. The business mastermind groups and the facilitator will make sure that you stay focused and accountable, and that you're constantly striving towards the goals that you've identified. And they also will help to remove any of those roadblocks when required, and thus helping you to gain really that focus and clarity you need. I can't emphasize enough how much the business masterminds that I've been in myself have helped just to so quickly get back on track with the focus and clarity that I need. Benefit 3, that again, it's to me, anything probably out of this is that of accountability. You see, rarely do you succeed when the only person you have to answer to is yourself. And so many of us are solopreneurs when we're starting out and we're answering to ourselves, we're talking to ourselves. There is power in speaking your dreams and goals out loud to a group of people who believe in you and want to see you grow. It's like a new level of drive bubbles up inside of you. When you have to face this group also at your next kind of catch-up meetings or at your hot seats or whatever that looks like, and give an update on how much closer you are towards your goal, trust me, you better believe you're going to knock down every freaking door until you've done everything that you need to do. Accountability alone is worth the investment of joining a mastermind business group. Seriously, hands down, people keeping me on track have been, obviously we're responsible for everything we do in our business and our life, but just knowing that there's other people there just to push me that little bit further, check in on me, keep me accountable, it really is that driving force. Benefit number 4, connection and community. If you've listened to my podcast or followed me for any amount of time, you will know that I'm all about connection and community. And this is a massive, massive, massive benefit when you join a mastermind. You'll create deep and lasting relationships with incredible women that will last long past the mastermind. It's these connections that will surround you and be, how would I say it, like your personal cheerleaders. They're going to motivate you. They're going to assist you to looking on the bright side, encourage you, and they'll also be there if you get frustrated and help support you through this. Connection and community. But it's also these connections and community that will help you to grow your business. They may refer work your way, tag you in a Facebook group when someone needs your skill set, do a giveaway with you, collaborate with you, and so many other amazing, rich opportunities can come through connection and community. Again, it would be a whole nother podcast I would have to do about everything that has come from the connections and community members I've made and the 4 masterminds that I've joined. Connection and community truly, truly are imperative for business growth. Now, benefit number 5, specialized knowledge. We cannot know everything in business, especially when we're first starting out, and we have to try and know how to juggle and get a website. What's our messaging? What's our branding? What's our offer? What's our sales funnel? What's our email sequence? We can't know everything. And that's just at the beginning of your business. So when you start to grow, there's other things that you need to know, like growing your team. However, a business mastermind group can help you benefit from the knowledge and expertise of others. You bring your own knowledge to the group and share it while receiving what others can offer. It's a good way to learn more about the subject you are unsure of, whether, like I said, it's getting your sales funnels up, launching your course, starting a podcast, or anything in between. Specialized knowledge of being able to tap into those other members who already have it is so, so, so invaluable. And as the saying goes, if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. You'll know you're in the right mastermind group when you have something to learn as well as teach. So open your mind to take in all the new skills your team members can give you. As I said earlier on in this episode, I could go on and on and on about the benefits I've personally received from joining not 1, but 4 different masterminds over the years. But it would take me hours and hours. But in addition to the 5 key benefits that I've just talked about, which was, the benefit 1, you will grow your business more quickly. Benefit number 2, that you will gain the focus and clarity you need. Benefit number 3, getting that accountability you need. Benefit 4, the connection and community. And benefit 5, being able to tap into that specialized knowledge from all the other members and the facilitator. But I mean, I'd also just like to briefly mention, I won't go into depth, but it's also going to help increasing your self-esteem, increasing your confidence, strengthening your mindset, getting you to think bigger, play bigger, to gain new perspectives, boosting your mental health, and so on and so on. Again, I could go on and on about this for days. So how does a mastermind work? You're probably thinking, you're like, great, now I know what a mastermind is. I understand the benefits of the mastermind, but Ange, how does it actually work? And listen, each mastermind is different. As I've been on week-long masterminds in the Maldives, I've been on 12-month masterminds, I've been on 5-day masterminds, I've been on a variety of them, but ultimately, collectively, again, it's about bringing people together. My mastermind in particular is I've chosen to do a hybrid model with the Action Takers Mastermind for Women in Business. And what that means is I have a combination of things that come together to make it really, really awesome. I believe that even though masterminds are all about peers coming together and working through things, and you've got the facilitator, such as myself as in the role as a business consultant, what I have found to work best for me, and also based on the evidence from my own mastermind clients over the years, is having an opportunity for them to have access to peer and group-led part of a mastermind, but equally to have one-on-one time. So when you join my 12-month Action Takers Mastermind, for example, you're going to get strategy sessions, just me and you, to work things out. You're also going to get emergency calls. So if you're in the middle of launch and something goes wrong, you can just pick up the phone and call me. We also have hot seat calls where you'll get to come with 1 or 2 problems that you have around with your peers. We're going to sit there and we're going to brainstorm every single month what those problems are to move you from stuck to unstuck. We're also going to have co-working sessions, and those co-working sessions allow you the opportunity to come back together, to ask me questions, to ask your peers questions, or just as an implementation session. It all depends on how you want to utilize the co-working session. My model also includes a private VIP Facebook community so that you've got opportunity to continue to ask questions in between the one-on-one sessions or the hot seat calls or your emergency calls. We also have live events so that you've got an opportunity to connect with your fellow mastermind clients. And even during COVID, we didn't have that opportunity, and we still had it live, where we had Denise Duffield-Thomas speaking, Lisa Corda speaking, Joe Bendel speaking, and the 60 women that joined me just left that day completely ready to continue to rock and roll. And that's why live events are so important and vital, and why I include this as part of my hybrid model. Other things that I also do is I've got 11 other business mentors that you're able to access. And I think this is important because though I know a lot as a business consultant and having 2 multi-6-figure successful businesses, the reality of it is I don't know everything. So we've got a Facebook ad specialist that you're able to access. We've got a Pinterest specialist. We've got a messaging specialist. We've got an automation specialist. We've got a Google Ads and Google Analytics specialist, a copywriter specialist. And so again, that no matter what, you've always got access to these other people who it's their zone of genius to make sure that you're getting what you need. So again, my Action Takers Mastermind, I'm all about a hybrid model. As I said, and if you haven't picked up on my enthusiasm here, I have been sold on mastermind groups since I participated in my first one back in 2016. And as I've mentioned, they have been an integral part of my business success and will be moving forward. That is why I'm excited to be launching the Action Takers Mastermind with Angela Henderson for 20 ambitious women who are sick and tired of trying to do it all themselves and who want to surround themselves with a group of other inspiring women and collaborate their way to success, to take action. Because as I said earlier, action equals success. But I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to listen to the following clients that have been working with me in either my Action Takers Mastermind or my mini mastermind, so you can hear, like I said, directly from them what they have achieved. So here we go.
Hey there, it's Stacey here from the Social Hub. I'm a social media strategist and sales coach. I'm also a podcaster at the Social Hub podcast and an online course creator. I help women in business create standout DIY social media strategies to attract, engage, and convert their audience into paying clients without needing overcomplicated strategies or needing to spend thousands on ad spend. I've loved being a part of Angie's Mastermind. I originally joined because I just love Angie's approach and pretty much everything she does. But I was really wanting to level up on my funnel for my social media membership and scale it to that next growth point. I've not only walked away with precise clarity on this, but the strategies we put into place started generating income within the first few weeks of the mastermind. So I've been able to do that, but then I was also able to get stuck into some of that business stuff that's kind of eluded me or confused me up until now, like Google Analytics and getting my website more conversional. If you're ready to stop playing small and want to start really being seen and have a profitable business, then I cannot recommend Ange's Mastermind enough. Not only will you get the results if you do the work, but you will make new friends in the group and learn from them as you go too. Thanks, Ange, for all your help. I'll definitely be back for another mastermind, that's for sure.
Hi, it's Alethea Tuitai from Cloud Access Digital, and I help coaches, consultants, and thought leaders grow their impact online through beautiful courses and websites. So I've been in Ange's Action Takers Mastermind over the last few months, and it has been amazing. Ange's support has been great. It's helped me really grow my business. I'm making consistently 5-figure months every month, and I've been able to really hone in on the services I offer, streamline my business, and grow my team. So I now have a project manager who helps me, and a small team of VAs that are helping grow my business and several my clients. So thank you so much. And your support has been great. It's been really valuable. So thank you.
Hi, this is Nicola Rivet from Kids Eye Gear. We're a manufacturer, wholesaler and retailer of optical accessories for kids. At heart, we help improve the vision of Australian kids. I was so excited to be part of Ange's Mastermind because I needed help with the direction I was taking my business. And I also wanted the support of other like-minded businesswomen around me. After 7 years as a solopreneur, the self-doubt and imposter syndrome had gotten very real. Ange specifically helped me by solidifying the vision I had for my business, but then also opened my mind to bigger and broader possibilities, which is really exciting. I absolutely love her balance between no nonsense, tell it like it is, and her overwhelmingly caring personality. She genuinely cares about her clients on a professional and personal level, and this is really hard to find. Throughout the mastermind, my business continued to grow, and I even had my best month ever in the past 7 years of business, and that was at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. I credit a lot of this to being in the mastermind at the time. Obviously, I had to do the hard work, but the mastermind and Ange pushed me to do it. If you're looking for some direction, advice, constructive thinking about your business and plans, as well as the support of other fantastic businesswomen, then I would definitely speak to Ange about being part of her next mastermind. You won't regret it. I definitely haven't.
Hello, I'm Hayley Tearley, owner and founder of Mummy Matcher, a service that connects mums whose motherhood experience has taken an unexpected turn off the beaten track. I have absolutely loved being part of Ange's Mastermind, and I honestly don't think I would have been able to achieve what I have without the support of Ange and the other amazing women who have been part of this mastermind. I am so new to the business world and I was so overwhelmed, and quite frankly, I would have been pushing shit uphill for months. The mastermind has enabled me to fast track my business in ways that I would never have imagined, and I am so grateful. If you need help, or if you feel like you're floundering or you're completely new to business, Ange is your woman. I cannot stress this enough. She has been so amazing, and I will be doing masterminds of hers forever.
I'm Susan Wilkin from Adminaholics, and I help trainers, speakers and coaches to organise and systemize their business. I loved being in Ange's Mastermind because I was able to get clarity on where I can take and grow my business. During this time, Ange helped me with sorting my website, finding clients, converting clients, and really just giving me a push to move things along and stop procrastinating. If you're looking for clarity and direction to help grow your business, then I recommend you speak to Ange about how you too can be part of her mastermind.
Hey, I'm Jen Donovan, the host of the Small Business Made Simple podcast, and I help small business owners with their marketing strategies. I've recently been involved in a mastermind with Ange, and wow, what a powerhouse of information and resources she is. I've always loved masterminds, and Ange's was no exception. It's really helped me step back and take a good look at my business in a different light, get some clarity around my offerings, and given me some really great new business girlfriends. If you're looking for clarity in your business, a fabulous community to hang out with, and some resources to help you grow your business, then do yourself a favor and speak to Ange.
Hi, I'm Michaela Moore. I'm an intuitive leadership coach for women in business and podcaster over at the Deliberately Transformed Woman podcast. I help women in business who feel stuck and unfulfilled to better understand themselves by deciphering their own subconscious life code, to become consciously awakened and more self-confident through my coaching programs, so that they can align to their personal values, eliminate fear and judgment from their life, and step into their power to create the balanced, joyful, and unapologetic life that they long for. From deliberately transformed women into reimagined workplaces, I also help my clients to apply their new personal code to create effective, new generation style intuitive leadership in their workplaces. I've been working with Ange in different capacities for almost a year. I've attended her retreats and I've spent the last 6 months in her Action Takers Mastermind. I have loved the Mastermind for so many reasons, from the support and the networking with other like-minded women to the common sense, no BS approach that, and the support that you get from Ange. Ange has this way of not beating around the bush. She just gets straight to the root of the issue, and she works with you to find practical solutions and helps to map the way forward for you. Her knowledge of online business, the marketing, and the behind-the-scenes stuff is absolutely remarkable, but combined with her compassion and her heart, which she wears on her sleeve, they are what make her a unique and valuable business coach, in my opinion. With Ange's guidance, I pivoted my coaching business during COVID, and I'm now heading in a direction that I had not imagined before, and honestly, I couldn't be more excited about it. Thank you, Ange. Thank you.
My name's Rochelle and my business is How to Live Slow. I have a weekly podcast and I coach women through a process of slowing down their busy lives so they can get over the overwhelm of being a modern mum and start really enjoying their lives, enjoying their families, feeling fulfilled in all aspects of their lives, understanding their priorities and living a more aligned and slower life. It's really such a great business. I love it. And I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for Ange's Mastermind. She helped me take an idea and turn it into an actual business. And she's taken me through a really great process of, actually launching my expensive hobby. And the most valuable part has been connecting with other women in business within the Mastermind and communicating and sharing everything that's going on in my business and helping them with theirs as well. If you're looking to be more visible online and actually show up and have a real business, then I highly recommend Ange's Mastermind.
Hi, I'm Michelle Miles from Sweet Creative, where we custom design and make cake toppers and personalised gifts for all occasions. Since February, I've been a part of Ange's Action Takers Mastermind group. During this time, she's helped me to reassess the actions I needed to take to ensure that even with the uneasy climate change due to the coronavirus, I was still able to work towards my monthly, quarterly and yearly goals. They hadn't changed, just the path to get there had. Another big bonus of the Action Takers Mastermind was a sense of community it gave. As a sole trader, it was an added bonus to not only have access to Ange and her wealth of knowledge, but to also have other like-minded businesswomen to bounce ideas off and to share the highs and lows with as well. Being part of community has helped keep me on track and keep me accountable, which when working on your own can be hard to do. If you're looking for a dynamic group of businesswomen led by an extremely knowledgeable and passionate business consultant with regular contact points throughout, then make sure you speak to Ange about how you can be part of her next mastermind group. Thanks, Ange.
Hi, my name is Ekta Agarwal and I am the owner and director of Great Creates. I help business owners with quality promotional products that their clients will actually use. I was part of Angela's mastermind group during the COVID lockdown period. Her support, mentoring, and strategies allowed me to shift my focus on streamlining my business model rather than worrying about the business downturn. As a result, I am well on my way to launch a awesome new website by the end of July 2020. This will be a true game changer for me. I found Angela to be brilliant, trustworthy, and a very practical business coach who has been there and done that. She's very kind and only has your best interest at heart. If you are ready to move forward in your business journey, then trust me, pick up the phone and call her. Your future self will thank you for it.
I'm Pam from Pam Heard Naturopath, and I also have a podcast called The Naturopath Next Door. I help busy people like you with their health and well-being. I help you rediscover your mojo and live life to the fullest without giving up everything. I've loved being in Angie's Mastermind because of the supportive community, and I've also gotten lots of help with specific projects that I'm working on to help grow my business. If you're looking at building solid foundations, making meaningful connections, and looking at different ways to grow your business, then I highly recommend you speak with Ange and how you can join the Mastermind.
Hello, I'm Laura and I am a graphic and web designer. I run a studio called The Design Room, and I help women entrepreneurs bring their business vision to the forefront with purposeful branding design so they can be recognized and confident in their market space. I loved Ange's 5-week mastermind. It's been such a fun ride, and I feel like myself and my business have went on a journey with her. For the first time in my business, I have a strategy and clarity about my business goals with Ange's help. She's changed my mindset from designer to business owner. If you need help with your business, I would truly recommend her, as she is mindful of knowledge, and what's most important is that she cares about helping women grow their own business.
I'm Abby Jones from Baby Ed Australia, and I travel throughout Australia teaching new parents and carers the basics of child health and first aid. I joined Angie's Mastermind in my first year of business in order to gain insight on ways to streamline the everyday running of my business. Not only have I been able to do this, I've made invaluable connections with other business owners, felt supported all the way. I've made meaningful partnerships and grown further than I thought was possible in my first year. There's no way I could have done this without the Action Takers Mastermind. And I'd highly recommend it to any other business owners, no matter what stage of business they're at. You have absolutely everything to gain.
So there you have it, right from the women in business themselves. I love seeing how far they each have come. Absolutely love it. How they have pushed themselves, how they each had to believe in themselves. So if you're ready to stop doing business alone, if you're ready for growth, and if you're ready to be part of the most amazing Women in Business Mastermind, I strongly encourage you to head to angelahenderson.com.au and click on Mastermind to apply. Only 20 spots are available for my mastermind. I do this on purpose to keep it intimate, relaxed, engaging, and not having so many people that people just don't get that human-to-human touch, that connection, that experience that they need in order to grow their business forward. So I hoped those testimonials have given you a little bit of insight to what it's like to work with me as a business consultant, but in my Action Takers Mastermind, where again, you come together with a small group of amazing women business owners to really start to get from stuck to unstuck, to get clarity that you haven't had, to shift some of your mindset and those limiting beliefs that are holding you back within your business. The Action Takers Mastermind is now officially open for applications. I will only be taking 20 amazing women from around the world in order to keep the group small and intimate, in order for you to have that experience and that hands-on approach that you need to really start moving your business forward. The Action Takers Mastermind not only will allow you to go from stuck to unstuck, but in addition to that, it's going to allow you to be able to access me with one-on-one strategy sessions, emergency calls, your monthly hot seat calls, where you're going to be able to talk about a particular challenge and get feedback from not only myself, but the group. We're also going to have monthly co-working days. We've got monthly planning and goal-oriented days. We've also got a private VIP group that you're going to be able to access any questions and support that you need in between the strategy sessions, the co-working sessions, the hot seat sessions. We also have 2 amazing live events that take place, quote unquote, in the event that COVID is here. Those will be online. We just had our amazing online experience. Denise Duffield-Thomas was one of my speakers. Lisa Cordiff was one of my speakers. Joe Bendel was one of my speakers. And so again, the Action Takers Mastermind is ready and rearing in order to help you make your next year the success that you want it to make. So make sure you head to angelahenderson.com.au, and from there, click on Mastermind, and you will be able to apply. Once we get your application, we will then book in a discovery call so that you and I have an opportunity to connect, so I can hear what's going on with your business. What are your goals? What are your struggles? And to make sure that we're a right fit. Because when I create my mastermind, I'm bringing the top women together in order to make sure that everyone is going to feed off of each other, that we get rid of any of that toxicity, and that we're just bringing together a group of amazing women business owners who want to kick ass and who are ready to kick ass. So head to angelahenderson.com.au, click on the mastermind button to apply now. Again, only 20 spots are available. Have an awesome day. everyone. And remember that this particular episode will be, all the show notes will be at angelahenderson.com.au. And for the rest of you, I hope you have a beautiful day no matter where you are in the world. And I look forward to you joining me again next week for another amazing episode of the Business and Life Conversations podcast. Have an awesome day. Thanks for listening to the Business and Life Conversations podcast with Angela Henderson. www.angelahenderson.com.au